Well, hello, and how is your heart? How's that wonderful, beautiful heart of yours? I hope it's well. I wanted to share with you an insight that I just got from Team Terry. You know, all of the holy angels, archangels, spirit guides, spiritual teachers, cosmic family, guides, God. And this is what dropped in. Because I was sitting in the inquiry, which is what I tell my clients to do, sitting in the inquiry of what the heck do you mean slow down, right? So there's this idea of slowing down in order to receive information and data, right? Especially from the divine. And the way I live my life as somebody who oftentimes gets entangled and has anxiety, my higher soul isn't necessarily driving, my lower soul is driving more. It was like, what do you mean by slow down? Because this is something that I tell all my clients, slow down, slow down, slow down. Well, what do you mean by slow down? And I started to get frustrated because in my human mind and in physical reality, I will do things to slow down, right? So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll say no more often to invitations, right? Or maybe instead of planning a project right away, I'll give myself more space and time so that I can slow and ease into it. But what they told me was that's not what slowing down means. Slowing down can be one aspect or facet. Remember, there's more than one truth. There's different levels of truth, right? So one facet of truth is, yes, slow down your outside world, your physical reality. Maybe don't rush to get things done, right? As an anxious person, we know what that means, right? We got to get it done, and we got to get it done now. But what they were talking about was that it's an internal slowdown. And most people don't know how to necessarily access it. I am still learning how to access it on a more consistent level. So it's about slowing down on the inside. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that look like? Now, of course, it's going to look different for every person, right? The heart tapping that I teach you guys is a facet of it. It's a part of it. But slowing down on the inside is about finding the calm and then letting the calm take you to the stillness, which as an anxious person, I understand is difficult, okay? There are different ways to get to that point. You don't get from here to there right away. You've got to get to that point. You have to consistently practice. You have to implement various exercises. Look, there's no shame in the game. As somebody who has anxiety, it just might take a little bit longer to access the stillness, but it's about the stillness. And we can only get to stillness from calmness. So we go from chaos to calmness to stillness. So what slowing down means is accessing your inner self and slowing yourself down, not necessarily physical reality, because I for me personally, and maybe this is for you too, that was kind of the kink in it. My outside world, I just kept trying to slow it down. Well, this morning I was just listening to some chanting, and all I did was breathe, put my hand on my heart, and listen to the chanting. And in that process, I slowed down. So that's what slowing down means slowing you down, not just your physical reality outside, your actions and your behaviors. So hopefully you get something out of this. Stay connected, and I'll see you on the flip side.